On the night of October 20th, 2020, the world watched as peaceful Nigerian youths, waving flags and singing their national anthem, were gunned down at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos. They came with hope. They left behind heartbreak. And 5 years later, the wounds still bleed. On the night of October 20th, 2020, the world watched as peaceful Nigerian youths, waving flags and singing their national anthem, were gunned down at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos. They came with hope. They left behind heartbreak. And 5 years later, the wounds still bleed. The EndSARS movement wasn't just another protest. It was a generation's cry for justice against a system of oppression, police brutality and silence. For days, young Nigerians organized peacefully, cleaned their protest grounds, and even fed the police officers sent to control them. But on that fateful night, the state responded, not with dialogue, but with bullets. Gunshots echoed, lives were lost, phones streamed the horror in real time. The world saw it, yet the government denied it. Families mourned in silence while officials argued over what to call the tragedy. Who ordered the shooting? A question still unanswered. No accountability, no justice. Just an unending attempt to bury the truth beneath politics. 5 years later, the pain remains. Victims' families have yet to receive justice. Some lost children, others live with scars, both seen and unseen. And while the government moves on, Nigerians remember, because 2010-20 wasn't just a date, it was a moment that changed how an entire generation saw its country. But what could have been done differently? The tragedy of Lekki wasn't inevitable. It could have been avoided if the government had listened. First, dialogue instead of force. Open, honest conversations with protest leaders would have saved lives. Second, transparency. A televised independent investigation into the shooting would have rebuilt trust. Third, compassion. A public apology and compensation for victims would have shown leadership with humanity. Fourth, real reform. Police reform, not mere rebranding, would have given meaning to the protests. And finally, remembrance. October 20th should stand as a national day of reflection, so that future generations never forget what silence can cost a nation. 5 years after, we still remember their names, we remember their bravery, we remember their sacrifice, because justice delayed is not justice denied, not if we refuse to stay silent. The tears of 2110-20 still water our hope for a new Nigeria, one where truth, freedom and accountability finally mean something. Never forget, never again.